Everyone thinks of strawberries as the symbol of love, but few realize this red, juicy fruit is also the raw material behind a multi-billion-dollar industry, where cutting-edge robots and machines are now replacing both farmers and chefs. Each year, over 500 billion strawberries are harvested around the world, and a precious portion of them is set aside for a sweet transformation known as strawberry jam. The journey of these ripe, ruby-red berries begins in the sun-drenched fields of temperate zones, where each strawberry is carefully hand-picked at peak ripeness. From there, they're transported to some of the most advanced food processing facilities, where science and sweetness collide to create jars of rich, aromatic, and utterly irresistible strawberry jam. Today, join Agriculture Insight as we dive deep into the sweet, high-tech world of strawberry jam production and discover why this iconic spread truly earns its crown as the queen of all jams. If there were a global strawberry showdown, China would be crushing it in volume, but the United States, it's leading in prestige. In China, over 3 million tons of strawberries are harvested every year, nearly 3 times more than the US. An impressive number, no doubt. But if you ask the world which strawberry jam brands they actually remember, the answer lies across the Pacific. Smucker's, Bon Maman, Welch's, and a lineup of legendary names all hail from America. Because in the US, strawberry jam isn't just a breakfast spread. It's a culture, an industry, and the global gold standard of sweet perfection. The US may not grow the most, but it knows how to turn a humble berry into something the world loves to spread on toast every morning. The reality is, not every strawberry makes it to consumers while still fresh. Left too long, it spoils quickly, and that's exactly why the processing industry exists. Turning strawberries into jam isn't just about preservation, it's a way to extend the life of a delicate fruit, reduce waste, optimize the supply chain, and transform something fragile into lasting value. At high-end strawberry farms, where every berry is selected for export or premium jam production, automated harvesting machines are becoming the go-to solution. Equipped with AI-powered cameras and soft robotic arms, these machines can accurately identify ripe strawberries and gently pluck them using silicone grippers or vacuum suction without damaging the fruit or tearing the stem. The entire process is smooth and precise. Each berry is placed into soft, cushioned trays immediately after picking to preserve its shape and freshness. A single machine can harvest up to 10,000 pounds of strawberries per day, operating mainly in the early morning hours, the golden window to lock in flavor and quality. Even as technology reaches into every furrow of the field, in the United States, strawberry harvesting, especially on organic farms, hilly terrain, or hard-to-reach areas, still belongs to the hands of human workers. Strawberry pickers move like silent artisans, carefully weaving through the rows, selecting the perfect berries at just the right moment. Each fruit is gently placed into ventilated plastic trays, lying in a single layer like eggs in a nest. No stacking, no crushing, no bruising. Once a tray is full, they make their way quickly back to the collection point to transfer the berries into cold storage. This must happen within 1 to 2 hours of picking. Any delay, and the quality starts to slip away. On average, each picker harvests between 9 to 13 kilograms of strawberries per hour. It may not sound like much, but this work supports over 55,000 seasonal jobs across the US each year, most of them held by immigrant agricultural workers. Hand-picking doesn't just preserve the quality of each berry, it sustains the livelihoods of tens of thousands of families. That's why the American strawberry industry is not only efficient, but deeply human at its core. After harvesting, strawberries are quickly transported to nearby pre-processing facilities, usually located close to the farms, where sorting begins while the fruit is still at peak freshness. This step plays a critical role in determining the destiny of each berry. Some will be selected for fresh sale at supermarkets or local markets, while the rest will enter processing lines to become jam, frozen fruit, or dried products. Only the highest quality berries, bright red, plump, unbruised, and free of pest damage, are kept, while those that are soft, scratched, or uneven in color are removed immediately. Sorting requires not only a keen eye, but also speed and experience, as strawberries begin to lose freshness rapidly, just a few hours after being picked. On large farms, harvesting may take several days, and sorting can continue non-stop from morning until night. Careful sorting ensures not only product quality, but also efficiency in the next stages of production. Each selected strawberry must be evenly ripe to guarantee consistent color, texture, and overall product quality. After careful sorting, the selected strawberries are gently packed into specialized boxes or cartons with soft padding and ventilation holes to protect the fruit throughout transport. These boxes are then sent directly to cold storage facilities, where stable, low temperatures help preserve their freshness and quality. From there, part of the strawberries is distributed to local supermarkets to meet domestic demand, while higher-grade batches continue their journey toward export markets, appearing on breakfast tables across the United States, Europe, and Asia. But what about the strawberries that don't make it to the fresh market? They're given a second, sweeter destiny, heading straight to jam factories. As soon as they enter the line, strawberries are preliminarily sorted and neatly placed into individual molds, ready for stem removal. More than 2,000 berries per minute glide through an automated blade system, where each stem is sliced cleanly with near-perfect precision. A deviation of just a few millimeters can cause the blade to cut into the soft flesh, distorting the berry's shape, and in this industry, even the slightest imperfection can instantly cut its commercial value in half. Strawberries are then placed on rotating rollers and pass beneath a series of high-pressure water jets. These jets are carefully calibrated to remove dust and surface residue without bruising the delicate fruit. Immediately afterward, the berries slide into a high-capacity washing tank, where powerful water agitation dislodges any remaining sand, stems, or leaf fragments. Throughout this process, a network of guide rails ensures the berries remain evenly spaced and cushioned, reducing physical impact and preserving the fruit's integrity during continuous cleaning. This multi-stage wash is critical for meeting food safety standards while maintaining the berry's appearance and texture. After cleaning, the strawberries move on to an inspection belt, where trained workers manually sort through each batch. Damaged, overripe, or discolored berries are quickly removed to ensure only high-quality fruit continues down the line. This hands-on step adds an extra layer of quality control that machines alone can't guarantee. Now, let's take a closer look at a process we rarely get to see, but one that plays a crucial role in preserving the full flavor and value of every single strawberry: freeze drying. The process begins with an ultra-fast deep freeze, plunging the strawberries to around -40 degrees Celsius. The frozen strawberries enter a vacuum drying chamber. Through a process called sublimation, the ice within the fruit evaporates directly into vapor. A powerful upward airflow lifts the berry pieces slightly, causing them to bounce and hover just enough to stay separated. What makes freeze drying stand out isn't just the technology, but the results. Unlike conventional drying methods, which can strip away up to 40 to 50% of the fruit's vitamin C, freeze drying retains more than 95%. The strawberries emerge light, crisp, and intensely flavorful, packed with their original sweetness, natural aroma, and essential nutrients almost completely intact. After passing through the freezing tunnel, the strawberries move on to manual inspection, where workers carefully sort through each frozen piece, removing any that are bruised, freezer burned, or don't meet quality standards. Once the freezing process is complete, the strawberries are transferred to the packing area. Each batch is carefully weighed and poured into food-grade bulk bags. Workers quickly fold and seal the tops using a heat sealing machine, ensuring an airtight closure to prevent moisture buildup. These frozen strawberry bags are then transferred directly to deep freeze storage, where they are kept at ultra-low temperatures to maintain peak quality, patiently awaiting shipment to jam factories for the next stage of production. At last, we've arrived at the most anticipated stage inside the jam factory, where frozen strawberries begin their transformation into irresistible jars of sweet, velvety jam. The frozen strawberries are carefully thawed under strictly controlled conditions. This process typically takes 4 to 6 hours at a chilled temperature of around 0 to 4 degrees Celsius to prevent thermal shock, which can cause excess moisture release, softening, or discoloration. The strawberries are then transferred into large-capacity industrial cooking kettles, specially designed to distribute heat evenly and maintain stable temperatures throughout the cooking process. Here, the strawberries are combined with sugar, pectin, a natural gelling agent derived from plants, and sometimes lemon juice or citric acid to balance the sweet tart flavor and achieve the ideal thick, jam-like consistency. Throughout the cooking process, the mixture is continuously stirred by automatic paddles to prevent scorching at the bottom and to help maintain the strawberries' vibrant red color. Cooking typically lasts between 30 and 45 minutes, with constant checks on viscosity, aroma, and Brix levels to ensure consistent quality in every batch. If you look closely during the cooking process, you might notice a small amount of white powder being added to the mixture. This is usually pectin or citric acid in crystalline form, added at different stages to adjust the jam's gelling properties. And here's where the biggest secret in the strawberry's sweet journey is revealed. Under the intense heat of cooking, the berry's vibrant red color begins to fade, replaced by a deeper brown hue, a result of a chemical reaction between sugar and anthocyanin, the fruit's natural pigment. This leads to a surprising truth. The bright red color you see on your favorite jar of strawberry jam isn't actually the berry's real color after cooking. To preserve the iconic look of this beloved treat, many manufacturers quietly add natural coloring derived from red beet or blackcurrant. A sweet little twist in the world of food, where eye-catching appearances sometimes come from something entirely unrelated to strawberries. Once the jam reaches the perfect consistency and flavor, it is still piping hot when poured directly into sterilized glass jars or specialized plastic containers. The filling process is fast but precise, ensuring the jam maintains a high enough temperature to naturally sterilize each jar. Each stream of jam flows like a ribbon of golden sweetness, but behind that smooth texture lies a highly precise technical requirement. The filling process is extremely fast, yet must be carried out with absolute accuracy, because the jam must be poured while still hot, typically at 85 to 90 degrees Celsius, to achieve natural sterilization inside the jar. This temperature not only eliminates potential bacteria, but also creates a mild vacuum as it cools, keeping the jam safe without the need for added preservatives. Right after being sealed, the jam jars pass through a cold water spray system. This cooling step quickly brings down the internal temperature, preventing the jam from continuing to simmer inside the jar and helping to preserve its ideal texture, color, and flavor. Next comes the final finishing stage. Each jar of jam, after a final quality check, is labeled clearly and printed with complete information about ingredients and expiration date, ensuring transparency and convenience for consumers. The jars are then neatly packed into sturdy, well-lined cartons to prevent damage during transport. These finished cartons are transferred to deep cold storage, where stable, year-round temperatures provide ideal conditions for preservation. Here, the jam jars go into a brief hibernation period, allowing shelf life to extend while maintaining their texture, consistency, and flavor, until they're ready to head out to supermarkets or find a place in your kitchen. And that's the meticulous journey behind every jar of vibrant strawberry jam, sweet from the fields to every spoonful you enjoy. Each jar is the result of a careful process of selection, processing, and dedication. Don't forget, there are still many exciting journeys ahead, uncovering the fascinating stories behind everyday foods. If you found this video enjoyable and informative, please like, share, and leave a comment to support us.